honestly, when I saw Black Americans saying this, I was like, yes, this is the truth. This is the absolute truth, especially for immigrants moving to America. Black Americans have been able to say this crystal clear, and I want you guys to watch this because a lot of you guys still do this same thing that they are always crying and talking about. And at the end of the day, you are now going to come back and fall victim, especially as an immigrant. Why is it that you learn to say something, you learn to talk about something, when at the end of the day you have not done your proper research, you don't even know anything about this said thing that you're saying? In fact, you are literally blind to the truth. But you just choose to, oh, these are who Black Americans are, blah, 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 east, west, north, and south. But maybe when you watch this video, you'll be able to reset your brain. I don't know. But let me know your honest opinion as you're going to watch this video, especially as immigrants, African, Caribbean, any kind of immigrants that you are in the US. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And for disclaimers, this is just my opinion, my unopinionistic opinion. So do not come for me, okay? Come for yourself. Let's get right into this video. Thank you so much for always supporting, and I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch, guys.
As much as I don't want to see on my FYP page all this African hate toward Black Americans, I'm seeing it. And then you have last week we had Nigerians. This week we got Somalians coming on here complaining about how we're not supporting them. And then they want to use that one example, George Floyd. George Floyd was not the only protest that Americans have had over the years. We had Rodney King, Sandra Bland, a lot of them. But you're using George Floyd as an example. And I'm going to say you're using George Floyd is because you're in Minnesota. But there have been a lot of protests that we Black Americans have done. A lot of them. But you only want to use George Floyd as an example. So, okay, we're going to go with your idea. We protested. How loud was your protest? Were you on a megaphone so we can all see how you protested for George Floyd, or was your protest quiet in the cut so nobody saw you do it? And if that's the case, do you expect our protest with you to be louder than yours was for us? Do you expect us to go and run in front of ICE and says, no, don't take them, they're better than me. Take me. Is that how loud you want my protest to be? Because if that's how loud you want my protest to be, or your protest to be, us to protest with you, it ain't happening. You come here thinking that you better than me. I don't think that. I don't think that you're less than me either, but I definitely don't think you better than me. I don't think you deserve the privileges more in the United States that they have that's set up more than me. And when you come on here and want to insult us and talk about we put our parents in nursing homes, you always want to compare your people to our bottom 10%. Those nursing homes was set up to take care of old people. No, I don't have anybody. Set up to take care of old people. Money was paid into taxes, so we are able to do that. Because where our culture is, we didn't grow up in huts and dirt houses and stuff like that. We grew up in houses, so we have to work to pay for that stuff. We can't just go out there and build a house and we live, the whole family. The way I was raised by my parents and my grandparents and great-grandparents, because I had those, was to grow up, get out, create your own life, raise your family. That's what we were taught. I was not taught that when you get up to this age or when I get old, stop everything you're doing. That is not what I was taught. I was taught to grow up, make your money, create your own family. And because I come from a line of people that travel the world, when I say travel the world, Black Americans that travel the world, my elders wanted me to be in a position to do that. And because they wanted me to be in a position to do that, my elders made arrangements for their old age. And what y'all don't know is a lot of our older people don't want to, our parents don't want to live with us. The reason why they don't want to live with us, not all, I ain't never said all, a lot of them don't want to live with us because they don't want to take away from our lives. That's why a lot of people, not the bottom, they prepare for their old age. And for those that didn't, we have systems set in place that's going to take care of those. If in fact there's a time where I have to bring my mother to my house, you best believe I'm going to hire somebody to come in there and do the same thing that they doing in the nursing homes. Because that's how I was raised in my culture. And the reason why they have a problem with you is because they have systems set up to take care of Americans. And I ain't talking about just black Americans. So if you have a group of people, a certain percentage of people, a certain percentage that's coming in there, take it from that system that they didn't contribute to, then we have a problem. All of y'all not doing that, because I have come across, because I don't really know any people that are working well. You come here thinking that you better than us, and you're expecting us to get out there and protest harder for you than you would have ever done for us. That's the same thing that those other people think. They think we're supposed to come out here and do all the work for them. We have already protested for you. The protest that black people have done puts you in a position to where you can be here. The reason why you was here is because you saw the land of the free and the brave, and you wanted what we have. You didn't think we deserve it. You think you deserve more than we do. Now, I get it. I don't want them rounding y'all up. They're rounding y'all up like cattle. Baby, I'm not going to jump in front of ice and die for you. Because I know for a fact you wouldn't do it for me. This is a time for you to stand up and fight if this is what you want to be. Don't come running around with this flag and that flag fighting to stay here. It ain't even everybody. It's a certain percentage of y'all that's doing that. Just like there's a certain percentage of black Americans that's doing exactly what y'all say that they're doing. Don't expect our protest for you to be louder than yours would be for us. George Floyd was not the only protest that we have, but that's the only one y'all seem to use. So while you're on here insulting us and begging us in the same breath, that's your fight. We've already fought for you. It's on you now, boo. Bye.
TikTok, what's the word, y'all? Come on, tap in. Okay, on this good Tuesday, I'm going to ruffle some of y'all feathers. Here we go. The amount of people who are intentionally trying to gaslight black Americans into getting into these protests and getting into a fight that is not ours. It is not ours. I do not want y'all to ever feel like we have something against immigrants, because that ain't the issue. That ain't never been an issue. The issue is black people, black Americans specifically, our bodies have always been used as shields. And in 2025, we done learned, and we are choosing to protect ourselves, protect our peace, protect our lineage. Because let me tell you something. Y'all already know what would happen if a whole bunch of us decided today that we was going to get the fuck up and go down there and get in them streets. Y'all know just as well as we know what the fuck will happen. We've done it before. You hear me? We've done it before. And I'm saying we because I've actually done protests. I have a real issue with people, especially those who have been able to come to this country and do well for themselves and then try to make it seem like we're wrong for not wanting to get into these fights. Because here's the real truth. Here's the hard truth. As black people, we fighting every day. Every time we wake up and our fucking feet hit the floor, it's a fight. It's a fight because the entire system is structured and has been structured on our backs and against us. They used us to build the fucking system against us. Point blank period. Okay? We have a fight every day. We're tired. We're tired. And a lot of our generation, millennials and younger, we've learned. Oh, we've learned. We know better. And we telling the elders, y'all, sit down. Sit down. That's the problem. Y'all used to us being emotionally reactive to everybody else's fucking causes and issues. And that ain't no shit, no shade to any of the people who have to endure any encounter with ICE. Because let me tell you something. What I know I have the capacity to do is when this shit started happening, when they started coming to Chicago, the first thing I did was call my Latino friends that fuck with me and I fuck with them. I called them to check on them. I checked on their families. I checked on the people that I used to work with. I know what I have the capacity to do. I'll fuck with those that fuck with me. Okay? They didn't need me to get out there and fight. That's not what they needed from me. Do you know what mattered more to them? The fact that in the middle of all of this shit, I thought about them. My Latino friends didn't ask me to get into no protest. They ain't asked me to come march with them. They ain't asked me to do no shit like that. You know what they said? This means so much to me that you are even thinking about us, that you're thinking about my family. That's what they cared about. That in the midst of all of this, I was thinking of them. Absolutely. And still do. And still do. Jesse Wu on Threads talking about I'm seeing all of these people talking about this is not their fight. It seems very xenophobic. Aren't you Haitian? Didn't you come over here and build your platform and build your life up? So you want to gaslight us into getting into some shit that you ain't gonna go get into. I ain't seen you march yet, little mama. Don't try to make it seem like we've done something wrong because we're choosing ourselves. Black people, sit the fuck down. At the end of the day, sit the fuck down. Because we fight every day. My entire life, I've had to fight for a lot in my life. A lot. And 40 is not old. I've had to fight for a lot. We're tired. We're tired. We are not y'all goddamn shields. We are not the Avengers, bro. We're not characters. We're not superheroes. We're not. We need rest. And we're choosing to do that right now. As a collective. Clearly as a collective. We're choosing to, you know what? God done tapped our head too many times. We got the message. We got the message. There are so many other groups of people of color. Why the fuck y'all ain't asking them to come walk with y'all? Why y'all ain't tapping on them? Why y'all ain't pulling on them? What's tea? Y'all know this shit seems so foreign to people because they are so used to us being emotionally reactive. They are so used to having black people, particularly black Americans, jumping in to fight everybody's fucking fight. Everybody's fight. And somebody literally has to get killed, get murdered on camera, or something of that sort for people to, now they got bleeding hearts and they want to make signs and shit. And then what? Black people, I'm telling you, the neighborhood hero is telling you, sit down. Sit down. Don't let y'all emotions get riled up. Trust and believe they're going to come out with a full-on campaign. People are going to be very intentional about trying to get us in a space where we are being reactive again. They're going to try to gaslight you on the internet and through the news and things of that nature and make it seem like you're wrong for not wanting to help people and fight people and this involves you too and all of those things. Man, listen, we done been through a whole bunch of motherfucking presidents and ain't one other than Obama gave us that type of vibe and that feeling. But here's the real thing. Nobody has centered black Americans yet. Black people yet in any office. Are we going to call a spade a spade? It don't matter who sit in the motherfucking seat. They not there for us. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is we under no circumstance support what they're doing. We don't at all. We think it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's disgusting. And we know it's disgusting. But I need people to also understand that we only have a capacity to do so much. I know people think that like black folks are at everybody's disposal. We're not, bro. And we're letting y'all know that we're not. And we're going to check on the people that we need to check on. We're going to support in other ways. But putting our bodies out there is not on the table. Tap in.
No. What you got to say, Jamaica? You got beer American, black American famous people, black American rapper and singer sending y'all billions and millions of dollars, sending mad aid to y'all. But y'all got so much to say about black Americans. You got black American people who have our own struggle here in America, but people still go to different places and donate and send you bare things to help you out with your situation. But you got so much bad mouth and bad things to say about black Americans. It's embarrassing and it's disgusting to say. Especially in America, when people bad mouth Jamaica and people bad mouth Africa, it be us standing up for y'all. But y'all don't even have the sympathy and the care and the heart enough to stand up for black Americans. We so sick and tired. The black Americans fight for everybody. Every fight that they have in the world, y'all expect black Americans to stand up and fight for y'all and be a voice for y'all, because we've been doing it since the abolishment of slavery. But as soon as y'all get a chance, y'all want to badmouth black Americans. But y'all allow Chinamen to come into your community and don't do nothing but rape your community. Buy up all the grocery store, buy up all the things and charge you whatever price they want to charge you. But y'all don't care about that. What the China people sending y'all? What they doing in y'all communities to help y'all? Answer that for me. The white people that come to our community and milk up the community and build up mad tourist things, knowing that the people in Jamaica can't afford it, because y'all not even getting paid the salaries to afford the prices that they're charging for that, all the places that they're building out there, all the modern buildings that they're building out there with the modern apartments. Very few Jamaicans can afford that type of living. What are they doing for y'all communities in Jamaica? Since Jamaica is just so all that. And y'all in black American, just all these bad people that y'all claim that we are. Let's be for real, because I always supported Jamaica. I always looked out for Jamaica. I have property in Jamaica. I employ people in Jamaica, and I always showed love to Jamaica. But now I'm really second guessing what I'm doing for a country of people that don't even like us for real. Let's be serious.
So that is actually the true reality of a lot of Americans, especially black Americans, right? That is their reality. A lot of people do not study, they do not understand what their culture is. They really do not understand the pains and where black Americans are literally coming from. And that is why they can literally wake up every single day at every given time of the moment to criticize black Americans, to make black Americans look like their effort is not worth it, to make black Americans look like they have literally not been doing anything for themselves, to make black Americans look like every single time black Americans are looking for opportunities to ridicule white folks. And of which, in the actual sense, it is not like that. I believe that, especially as an immigrant coming to another person's country, or not only because you're an immigrant, probably you just want to talk about some issues, the first thing you need to do is to do research. Research is very important. Understand understand every single thing that has literally went wrong before you come up here to criticize black Americans. Black Americans, sometimes I ask myself how they have literally been surviving through all of these critics, how they have literally been able to endure. Because for someone like me, I don't think if I would have been able to endure for that long, because I don't know. A little thing triggers me so much, and that is why in every part of my life I just look out for my inner peace. But how black Americans have been able to carry their self, carry their ego, carry their status after undergoing a lot of this systemic oppression. Now it is not only coming from the white folks, it's not only coming from the system that has literally been cheating them, but it has also been coming from people that are coming into the country to benefit from the country. Is quite alarming to me, honestly. Sometimes I wonder how these people manage to survive through all of this. As an immigrant, the first thing I'll always advise you to do, if you watch in most of my videos, is for you to be able to understand the pains of black American, because I feel like a lot of us as immigrants do not understand. That is why we can come up and be like, oh, black Americans do not have culture, oh, black Americans are this, oh, black Americans are that, oh, what do you think about black Americans? Some people will even tell you that black Americans are lazy, that black Americans solely depend on taxpayers' money. Why, in the right sense, the people that are enjoying that, the people that are enjoying every single thing are the other angle, they are the other race. So when I saw this video and black Americans were literally talking about it, I was like, even if the video is not done in this 2026, it is an important message to be passed out to a lot of people out there, so that anybody watching, you can help me share this video so that you can get a wider audience for other people, especially immigrants, to understand these things. Stop criticizing, stop judging, stop asking, do research. That's what you should be doing. Do your research. Or if you know you cannot even do your research, then keep quiet, hustle your money, and go back to your country. It's not that difficult to understand. It's not that difficult to explain. It's not that difficult to let black people be. Because imagine some white folks are always coming for them, and some immigrants are always attacking them. It's not looking more like these people have not even been free from slavery. They are still having to deal with one thing or the other each and every day. It's that bad. As a black American person that is watching, I'm literally sending you my hugs because I understand what you're going through. I can tell you that 100%. But anyways, let me know what you think about this video. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, for disclaimers, this video is just my opinion and nothing to lash on anyone, right? Thank you so much for always watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining my membership. Thank you for super thanks. I appreciate, and I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, share, and yes, with no further ado, I do add black policy in my videos. I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.